Most people accept the first salary offered to them. They worry that asking for more will seem rude, ungrateful, or risky. So they say yes quickly, smile politely, and walk away with a number that may quietly shape the next 10 or 15 years of their financial life. Salary negotiation feels uncomfortable, but it is one of the highest paying short tasks you will ever do in your career. At its core, negotiating a salary is simply a polite, professional conversation about value. The employer wants someone capable for a reasonable price. You want to be paid fairly for the value you bring. The number on the offer letter is rarely the only possibility. It is usually one point inside a range the employer is willing to pay. Negotiation is the calm process of finding a better point inside that range. This matters because a small increase early in your career can compound across decades. Future raises, bonuses, and promotions are often calculated as percentages of your current salary. A starting salary that is even slightly higher quietly raises all those future percentages. The few minutes spent negotiating one offer can quietly become tens of thousands of dollars by the end of your working life, without any extra effort later. To understand how it really works, picture 3 pieces: preparation, conversation, and confirmation. Preparation is what you do before any conversation. Conversation is the calm, polite exchange. Confirmation is putting the final agreement in writing. Most people focus only on the conversation and skip preparation. That is exactly why they leave money on the table. Real negotiation strength is built before anyone says a single number out loud. Let us look at a simple example. Imagine being offered a job at a certain amount. Without negotiation, you accept. With preparation and a calm conversation, you may receive a slightly higher base, an additional sign-on amount, more vacation, or improved benefits. Even small wins matter. The same job, the same employer, the same first day. A small calm conversation produced a meaningfully better financial outcome over time. A common mistake is starting the negotiation with feelings rather than facts. Statements like, "I think I deserve more," or "I really need this raise," are honest but weak. They are easy to refuse. Statements grounded in market research, comparable roles, or your specific contribution are stronger. Facts are easier for the other side to accept. Emotions, while real, rarely move professional discussions forward in your favor. There is also a hidden risk in accepting an offer too quickly. Quick acceptance can signal that the candidate has no other options or has not researched market rates. Even a polite pause of a day or two to review the offer can shift the energy. A calm response of, "Thank you, I would like to review this and respond by tomorrow," gives you time, signals professionalism, and creates space for negotiation. A useful way to picture salary negotiation is as a polite handshake across a fair table. You are not trying to defeat the other side. You are trying to land on a number that respects both parties. The employer expects some negotiation in many cases. A respectful counterproposal often improves their impression of you, not the opposite. Done with calmness and clear logic, it strengthens the relationship rather than damaging it. A second key idea is that compensation is more than just salary. Bonuses, equity, retirement contributions, healthcare, paid time off, training budget, signing bonus, flexible hours, and remote work options are all real value. If salary cannot move, other items often can. The total package is the real number. Focusing only on the base salary often misses easier wins available in less rigid parts of the offer. A practical example helps. Imagine receiving an offer at a base salary that feels slightly low. Salary itself may be locked, but the employer might agree to a larger sign-on amount, additional vacation days, or a clear path to a salary review in 6 months. None of these may have appeared in the original letter. They appeared because you asked calmly, with a clear total compensation in mind, not just the headline base. Beginners often misunderstand the role of timing. The right moment to discuss compensation is usually after the employer has clearly decided they want you, not at the very first conversation. Once they have invested time in interviews and shown serious interest, the dynamic shifts. Discussing money too early can make the candidate appear focused only on pay. Discussing it at the right moment usually produces much better outcomes. There is also a psychology angle. Many people fear rejection more than they fear underpayment. They imagine an employer becoming offended, withdrawing the offer, or judging them as greedy. Reality is much friendlier. Most professional employers expect some negotiation and respect calm, well-prepared candidates. The discomfort is mostly internal. Naming the fear, preparing well, and rehearsing the conversation reduces the emotional weight significantly. A simple practical rule helps you prepare quickly. Research typical salary ranges for the role and location. Identify a comfortable target, a realistic ideal, and a polite minimum. Plan 2 or 3 calm sentences that explain why your target is justified. Practice once out loud, then enter the conversation prepared. Even 5 minutes of preparation often produces a noticeable difference compared to walking in cold. There are things to avoid. Do not lie about other offers or invent fake competing salaries. Do not negotiate aggressively or rudely. Do not focus only on personal needs as justification. Do not negotiate without doing any research. Do not accept and then change your mind dramatically. Do not skip writing down the final agreement once it is reached. Quiet professionalism almost always wins more than dramatic performance. A better habit is to think of salary as a long-term relationship, not a one-time event. After accepting, continue tracking your performance, your value, and market rates. Have professional conversations about compensation regularly, perhaps once a year. Negotiation is not only about the start. It is about how your pay grows across many years. A calm yearly check-in is one of the most underused career skills people overlook. Over the long term, salary negotiation can change the entire shape of your financial life. Larger contributions to savings, faster debt reduction, more flexibility in lifestyle choices, earlier retirement options. None of these require working harder. They require asking, calmly and respectfully, for fair pay backed by clear reasoning. People who practice this skill once and use it repeatedly often end up far ahead of equally talented peers over many years. So here is the short version. Salary negotiation is a calm, professional conversation about value. Preparation matters more than nerves. Compensation includes more than base salary. Timing improves outcomes. Quiet, respectful asking usually beats emotional pressure. Even small wins compound across decades. A few minutes of negotiation, repeated at the right moments, can quietly reshape your entire financial life without requiring any additional working hours. If you have never negotiated a salary, start with one small conversation. Research your market. Prepare a calm, short statement. Practice it once. Then ask. The worst likely outcome is hearing no, and even that result rarely damages a serious offer. The best outcome can change your financial future. Either way, you build a skill that pays you for the rest of your career. The cost of asking is small. The reward can be enormous.